I'm Nick Uhas, and we're here at Evergreen Valley College in Northern California to see the FlexFactor Finals. FlexFactor is a project-based learning program. Over the course of about a month, students work in small teams to identify a real-world problem. They then conceptualize an advanced hardware product, build a business model around it, and pitch it to a panel of representatives. Today we're here to see a handful of teams present their final pitches and talk to all the people involved to better understand how the program works.
So I'm Emily McGrath. I'm the Deputy Director of Workforce Development at NextFlex. FlexFactor is a really effective education and outreach tool because it brings a lot of diverse stakeholders together, including industry, K-12, higher ed, and allows them to plug in and collaborate in a way that's really easy for them.
The project manager is the person responsible for bringing the range of stakeholders in the program together. They coordinate all the activities associated with the program and provide students with support and guidance as they develop their project concepts.
My name's Clarence. I am the National Program Manager for NextFlex.
I'm Mikayla Ridi, and I am the Program Manager for FlexFactor here in San Jose.
My name is Courtney Taylor, and I am involved in FlexFactor as a statewide project manager for the State of Alabama Community College system.
My name is Deanna Hersko. I work at Lorain County Community College in Elyria, Ohio, and I'm a Program Manager for FlexFactor.
We act as the connective tissue between academic and industry partners.
I'm the Regional Director of Workforce and Economic Development.
And how does FlexFactor work into that?
It allows us to get into the high schools in a deeper way and to really expose students and let them choose their pathway.
We found that 56 billion K-cups were disposed in landfills each year.
So I am Dr. Claire Wemp. I work at Dupont. We have a Silicon Valley Technology Center, and I am an engineer that works there on thermal management.
My name is Rachel Mikayla. I am the social media and marketing lead at the site.
What does it take to make an industry day really impactful for the students?
So I always like to go back to a personal experience of my own. I would not be an engineer today if it wasn't for an experience that I had seeing a woman engineer that looked a lot like me and acted a lot like me back when I was in high school. So I think what makes it really impactful for the students that come through Dupont is to see people like them actually doing technology roles, and that excites them and makes them interested in maybe pursuing that later in their career.
Why does Dupont prioritize student engagement? Like, what does that mean to Dupont?
I think what it means overall is to have an abundance of educated and prepared students going into the workforce.
It definitely made me want to do engineering even more because seeing how everything is made, how it's put together was really interesting for me.
I think seeing like the assembly line, especially the people working the machines, made me want to go into that field more because I think working those machines, doing all those little microchips would be really cool.
Awesome.
Our solution is a simple yet effective wristband that has the ability to find the position of the soldiers while being able to track their vitals.
I'm Maniphone Dickerson. I'm the Dean for Business and Workforce Development here at Evergreen Valley College.
College Day helped me understand more what it's about, how it works, so I'm not as nervous about it.
Everyone being able to learn that you can be a student both in community college and in high school would really help them, and that they can really get ahead in college and come in maybe as a sophomore.
So I'm Chris Powell. I'm a AP bio teacher at Willow Glen High School, and this is my third year doing FlexFactor.
I'm Annie Larks, and I teach 10th grade accelerated English and 12th grade English.
What things does FlexFactor teach your students that you cannot teach in the classroom?
I think the biggest thing is it gets them to experience the real world. Every day in the real world, you don't take tests, you don't take quizzes, you don't have homework. You have deadlines and you present things, which is pretty much everything you do for this project.
How it worked for me as an English teacher is, building the language, the research, finding resources where they can find the information and learning where to find the information, and also collaborating with their groups.
What do you feel you're more prepared for now after going through the FlexFactor program?
Through the program, I got better at understanding an issue and looking for creative ways to solve it. People know there are issues around the world, but a lot of them don't do deeper thinking into it. They kind of just accept the solution society puts as the general consensus. But through the program, we had to actually come up with a whole new product to solve the problem.
One of the things I think the program really emphasizes and gives students the opportunity to learn is to work cross-functionally. A lot of times, disciplines are taught really discreetly. You learn about mathematics, you learn maybe about business, you learn about science. FlexFactor brings all of these things together so students are able to understand how different disciplines impact each other.
How are you creating impact for the students through the FlexFactor program?
I guess the most impactful thing that I think the students take away from is taking them out of the classroom into these environments that they never really knew about.
How does it feel?
Rewarding? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting to sink
It's
in.
slowly sinking in. Yeah, all the excitement.
It's just like, what?
Very accurate description.
When I see the growth that a student goes through in 5 weeks from the time they start the program until they stand up before a panel and pitch it, it's unbelievable to see how much those students grow.
One of the things that I get most of my job satisfaction about is seeing the connection that students have with their potential futures and seeing that spark go off in their head, seeing that light bulb moment, and they say, wow, I can do that, I can be that, I can see that as part of my future.